Spiritual warfare is not theatrical, it is cognitive. The forming of who you are is not accidental, it is cumulative. So discernment is not optional. If this episode confronted you, sit with it. If it clarified something, act on it. Discern the voice, submit to the spirit, govern yourself. I'm John Diomede, and this is The Voice in the Reckoning. If you would like to contact me, use the email on my website, voiceinreckoning.com, to review our resources and reach out directly. Don't forget to follow us and to turn on notifications so you don't miss any episodes. There is a noise in your head. It's not neutral, it's not composed of a single source. Most people never question the voice they follow, but what you agree with internally will shape your life. This is where discernment begins and reckoning is discovered. Welcome to the Voice in the Reckoning podcast. I am John Diomede. Welcome to episode 1, part 2, The Voice of the World. The voice of the world is the mob, and the mob is loud. Let's begin with the episode test. So as I walk through this episode, I would like you to think of the following. Think of that with which you disagree with politically, culturally, religiously, media presentation-wise. Something that you disagree with. Just think of the points that I bring up and how legitimate they are concerning those issues with which you are challenged. Because my teaching is this. It is all manipulated. It is all adulterated, and it is all fake. The voice of the world produces rationale, and it calls it truth. Every situation has an argument. That's what rationale is about. The opposition always comes up with something that sounds really good. The most significant word that jumps into my mind is the word arrogance, because when the opposite side of the argument is making their point, most of us think, wow, what arrogance. We also think such thoughts as, wow, what manipulation. Wow, what rationale. The voice of the world also produces selective evidence to support its narrative. And once again, most of the time, when we're listening to the other side, we say, wow, that information is so selective. They're leaving out a bunch of other information that would prove their point wrong. They are always presenting limited choices. And the funny thing is they call it freedom. So the voice of the world is something that we need to recognize. And the voice of the world leads in hypocrisy. In fact, it lives on hypocrisy. All of us have witnessed individuals on television claim one side of an argument one day, and when the power scheme changes, they're on the other side of that same argument. Let's examine some of the situations where the voice of the world actually reverses itself. How many times have you read about that? Different situations with different people. For example, liberals becoming conservatives, conservatives becoming liberal, religious people choosing atheism, an atheist coming to God. The hypocrisy lives and exists right in front of us, and it's something that we should recognize and we should not incorporate into our daily diet. We should try to let the voice of the Holy Spirit break through and choose forgiveness, mercy, and compassion as we move through the day. Don't let the voice of the world lead your choices. Not every voice in your mind should lead. Discern the source before you release the thought. The wrong agreement leads to regrettable choices in life. The correct agreement leads to reckoning. This is The Voice and Reckoning. Have a good day. For more information, visit our website, voiceinreckoning.com. To contact me, use the email address on that site. Spiritual warfare is not theatrical, it's cognitive. Formation is not accidental, it's cumulative. And discernment is not optional. If this episode confronted you, sit with it. If it clarified something, act on it. Discern the voice, submit to the spirit, govern yourself. I am John Diomede, and this is The Voice and the Reckoning. If you would like to contact me, use the email on my website, voiceandreckoning.com, to review our resources and reach out directly.